resolution that I'd like to add to the packet. It's not a change to the agenda, but it's an additional closed session request for in support of or in conjunction with attorney-client privileges for potential litigation.
Very good. That'll be under administrative report.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
All right, that sounds good.
So moved with the addition.
Motion made by Commissioner Winter,
Second.
second by Commissioner Rand. Discussion. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of the consent agenda. Is there anything within the consent agenda anyone would like to move for further discussion? Hearing none.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as it was presented to us.
Motion made by Commissioner Blaine, second by Commissioner Casper. Discussion. Hearing none. This will be a roll call. Commissioner Blaine,
Aye.
Commissioner Casper, Commissioner Winter,
Aye.
Commissioner Rand,
Aye.
and myself, Commissioner Ramirez, aye. Motion carried. Next on the agenda, Child Support Awareness Month proclamation. Welcome. Good morning. We could have you all state your names for the record.
I'm Juliet Curdy. I'm a child support officer.
Me.
Mr. Watson.
Morning.
And I'm Bonnie Nation, child support supervisor.
Morning, Bonnie.
Today's proclamation of child support, whereas Child Support Awareness Month reminds us that children need the emotional and financial support of both parents to reach their full potential. And whereas Morrison County child support staff have a direct impact on helping families meet children's needs, child support staff help families work towards becoming and remaining self-sufficient and financially stable by creating and modifying child support orders and collecting and dispersing child support on behalf of the children. And whereas Morrison County child support staff maintain very high standards of job performance, and their duties require them to be well versed in many areas, including the legal system. Whereas for every $1 spent on Minnesota's child support program, the state collected on average $2.65 in support. Morrison County's average is well above the state average at $3.48 collected for every dollar spent. Whereas during Child Support Awareness Month, all Minnesotans are encouraged to look to the future of our state and our children and to work together to ensure their success.
So
moved.
motion by Commissioner Winter, second by Commissioner Blaine. Discussion. Commissioner Winter.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. It's just amazing people, out there. It's always the fictional or whatever they think child support, where you're gonna be getting this welfare and that. For the money we get in, for what the money we take or pay out, it's just amazing. And those are great figures. Not only that, Mr. Chair, it's what they do too, so it's, if you have that responsibility, and you can just pay up. So again, I think,
Thank you.
Commissioner Blaine.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to really recognize all of you, and I mean that not in the sense to diminish the focus of this, which is the children of our county, of our community, but more so the work that all of you do and the rest of your staff. This is extremely important for the future of Morrison County, how we are there to answer the needs. And I think it was within that first paragraph of your proclamation, you have a direct impact to meet children's needs, and we need people, whether it's within governance, within nonprofit organizations, within our churches, and places of worship, to recognize that children have needs that need to be met. And we have to have people that are willing to step up and be there for those children. So I applaud all of you for your work and encourage you to continue.
Thank you, Commissioner Blaine. Any other discussion? I just would like to say, reiterate what Mr. Blaine said. You did do a great job. You're well above the state average and should get collections. But also, you know, that doesn't measure the success of the child in the future. That is directly impacted by you guys, and we appreciate that very much. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Get a picture?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Right up in front.
In front,
Front row.
sounds good.
Lisa, can you hold this? Lisa? Or where the two? You don't get the line, just hold that.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for that. God bless your efforts.
You're welcome.
I would take.
We go right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. All right. What's that?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, so I'm just here to give you a little bit of what we do in the child support unit. We just had the proclamation. You all are very aware of how we have a direct impact on our residents and continue to strive to do the best for them. So our unit is comprised of myself, 4 child support officers, and 3 support enforcement aides. We have responded to over 4,100 calls. On average, each worker monitors, reviews, and resolves monthly work messages of 500 plus, and we've documented 56,000 activities. So we are able to help residents with locating parents, establishing legal parentage, establishing orders, enforcing those orders, collecting and recording, reviewing, and asking the court to modify the orders when appropriate. We work with other states and countries as well. Our funding is part federal and part state, and we are measured on these 5 categories. So the first one is attorneys established. So we're at over 100%, which seems impossible, but it's for the funding, how it is calculated and such. Our numbers were small compared to Hennepin and Ramsey and things. So our numbers look really great, but they unfortunately don't have a large impact on the money that we are able to bring into the county. It's based on performance for everything. So how Hennepin goes, pretty much the rest of the state goes for numbers, but it's still important for our people. And I think my staff does a really great job with handling things. Our cost effectiveness, as we saw, was at 348. State average is only 265. So we do get a match of 66% of our fees. So bringing in those funds helps to go toward other areas in the county, out of home placements and such, because it all goes into the general fund. So we brought in over 100,000 in federal and over 11,000 in state. A little bit of our unit, we added 110 new cases. We reopened 21. We closed 207. And we received payments on 933. And cost of living adjustments we do each March, and this year we adjusted 316 cases. We distributed almost $4 million to Morrison County residents.
Out of our cases, we're serving 1,356 Morrison County children. And 61 of our current cases have never received any assistance. I'm sorry, 668 have never received any public assistance. So that means they're just filing an application and seeking services. So very important. And then we've had some big changes over the last couple of years with larger ones to come as well. So the state eliminated interest accruals. So while that helps the payors, it doesn't necessarily help the people that are receiving the payments. And it also makes less dollars available to collect, therefore taking down our revenue. So the state is looking at trying to get the federal government to move things in a direction that isn't so number oriented, but it's more on the services. But until then, we have to have what we have. So they also put new guidelines into effect, which resulted also in lower obligations. We're able to collect on many fewer foster care cases. They put new regulations into place where every case has to be looked at individually and a determination made on whether it's appropriate to take money out of the household if it's going to hinder reunification with the family. So each case has to be looked at individually. And they've taken a lot of the enforcement remedies away. Driver's license suspension is implemented much less often, things like that. So again, don't help numbers, but doesn't lessen the work for us. Things to come. We're supposed to be getting an update to our computer system. We haven't ever had an update. They've run a few new pushes through it, but we're supposed to be getting a facelift and actual work behind the scenes. So hopefully that happens this year. I think it's been like proposed for the last 4 years. And then one new thing we are looking at is paths to parenthood. So I went to a training at the state a couple of weeks ago, and the state has taken on a project where they are training local people to provide this service of it's a 9-week course of going through the legal aspects of child support, as well as some of the emotional things. And it's actually a really good program. We're going to look at implementing it possibly in conjunction with community corrections. It's for people 16 to 25, and whether you are already a parent or not. So it really encompasses a lot of people. So we're hoping to get that launched sometime this fall. That's all I have.
Great. Got any questions for Ms. Beecham?
All right.
All right.
Thank you all very much.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Thank you so much.
Do you have something?
Well, I was just gonna say, you know, the things you do oftentimes go unnoticed, but you know what? There's someone that's watching all the time. Keep up the good work.
Thank
You're
you.
making a difference.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Yes.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
I'm awful fast now.
Boy, we're rolling along, Mr. Chair.
All right. Next on the agenda, administrator's report.
Mr. Chair, I have two board actions resolutions here. One is in the packet, and then the other mentioned earlier at the meeting. I'll pass those out here. The first one is to go into closed session to discuss union negotiations. Morrison County has 5 union groups. They consist of 3 within the sheriff's office, deputies, dispatchers, and COs, public works unit, as well as health and human services. And as a reminder, last year, or the last contract, our public health employees joined the HHS unit. So anyway, So our last contract was a 3-year contract. It is set to expire December 31st of this year. And with that comes a negotiations year to enter into a new contract. To date, I have met with 2 of the groups on initial sit down, the corrections officer group as well as the deputy group. And I would like to go into closed session to discuss strategies for union negotiations for the 2026 dash. I'm not sure. I don't know if we're going to go into a 2-year contract or a 3-year contract or 1 year, but to begin that next round of contract negotiations. So that's the first request, Mr. Chair, and on our closed session there, that's in accordance with 13D. Should I just read it, Mr. Chair?
Sure.
Okay, great. And this one reads, whereas Morrison County is currently negotiating with labor unions representing Morrison County employees on upcoming labor contracts for the period beginning 1/1/2026. And whereas pursuant to Minnesota statute section 13D03 subdivision 1B, the county board by resolution may close the meeting to discuss labor negotiation strategies. Now therefore be it resolved, the Morrison County Board of Commissioners hereby closes the county board meeting August 12, 2025 to discuss ongoing labor negotiation strategies. So I'll hold there because I think previously we would do committees and schedules and then come back to that. That's the first one. And then the second one is in regard to attorney-client privilege for potential litigation. For that one, the attorney that represents the county in that matter at this point is our county attorney, who is in court right now and doesn't believe he'd be able to get here until 10. So depending on his availability and where we're at, so that is the second resolution before the board today. And that reads, so whereas Morrison County Attorney has requested the opportunity to discuss litigation strategy with the Morrison County Board of Commissioners, and whereas the Morrison County Board of Commissioners desires to invoke the attorney-client privilege and discuss potential litigation confidentially with the county attorney and outside counsel, whereas pursuant to Minnesota statute section 13D05 subdivision 3B, the board may by resolution close a meeting as permitted by the attorney-client privilege. Now therefore be resolved, Morrison County Board of Commissioners hereby closes the county board meeting August 12, 2025 as allowed by attorney-client privilege and state statute. I'd amend this resolution one line to remove and outside counsel from the second whereas. But those are the 2 closed session resolutions I bring before the board.
Very good. Did you want us to do our schedules first?
I'd recommend it, Mr. Chair.
It was Commissioner Winchester.
Any dates, please?
August 17th through August 30th.
Okay, on Tuesday, we have a planning session at 8:30. Budget afterwards, so whenever that time will be, 9:30, 1 o'clock. And then that evening at 6 o'clock, we have a planning commission board of adjustments. It's currently in the courthouse. On the 22nd, I have soil and water at 8 o'clock here in Little Falls. On the 26th, we have county board meeting at 9 o'clock. And then we have that public hearing to rename a lake. I forgot what the name was, but that's gonna be after the board meeting. Is that correct? On 9 o'clock. On the 26th, 10 o'clock. And we have down, it's after the board meeting, whatever it is. I don't know enough. 10 o'clock. Okay. And Wednesday, and that takes care of me.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner Moran.
Wednesday, the 20th, Hands of Hope virtual at 5 o'clock. And Thursday, the 28th, TCC board meeting in Brainerd at 5:30.
And myself, I just have a couple to add on 23rd, 9:30, Chaminade Lake Improvement District meeting at Sandy Valley Town Hall. 27th, HRA, 9 o'clock. Mr. Blaine?
On the only thing I can add to that is on the 21st of it's from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. will be Employment Enterprises 55th anniversary celebration from 4 to 6 at their location at 307 9th Avenue Northwest. I will be stopping by there for a bit, and then I will leave to be at the Region 5 Economic Development Commission meeting, which is at 6 o'clock in Staples.
When was the meeting, Island? 4:30?
It is from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. They have a little picnic style dinner. And that, if there's any other commissioners that would like to go and wish them well, RSVP to them, if you would, by the Wednesday. This.
You good? Good.
Yes, I am good. Thank you.
Quickly, Commissioner Casper?
Okay, just a couple. August 21st, that's Thursday, it's noon airport meeting at the airport. And then Saturday, the 23rd at 9 o'clock, Sullivan Lake Improvement District meeting out at 25512 Quarter Road. That covers the
Very good.
Thank you.
Anything else you need?
No,
Mr. Matt?
Mr. Chair, just for consideration, close.
Okay, gentlemen, so we'll need a motion and a second for, going to closed session for ongoing litigation and for union labor negotiation.
I can make that.
Motion made by Commissioner Casper,
I'll second.
second by Commissioner Moran. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We are now going into closed executive session.
Okay, so
Thank you.
we'll reset this and I'll stop the recording and clear out our lobby.
You.